Hello. Welcome to... I don't know what this face is. Welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It's up there. It's also above me on over there. This game came out only like, what, last week? No, don't research that. Don't research it, no. Okay, you found me out. It was actually 36 days ago. Anyway, let's just play the game. No time to wait. Hopefully I don't have to adjust my sound settings, but they are over on my second monitor if I do need to. So, maybe I'll turn me down in the game up.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Maybe I don't have to turn the game down. He was employee number 4. Whoops. He was employee number 427. Beep, 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 beep. Here we are. See, it's funny. It says 427. How do I zoom? See, it's funny. It says employee number 427, and he was. Wait, jump. No. But yeah, the game released on the 27th of April, which is American 427. There's a phone, cool. There's not. Clock, let's leave.
All of his co-workers would oh please.
What?
Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Maybe.
Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Weird. I want to turn that off. I want to turn off one-handed walking. Yes, this is the first achievement I'm going for, is I guess.
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward.
I want to get all the achievements and all the endings.
Stanley, I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Because I don't know where that is.
420.
417. How many did he say?
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think you're getting
Still can't jump.
Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
10 clicks or so.
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 4.
I'm not actually clicking, I'm pressing E.
Now, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine.
We've almost got it. Why did he say it in a weird voice? That's not his normal voice.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We
Woo!
did it!
I got 2 achievements for that. You can't see, but I got an achievement for clicking on 430 5 times and one for getting my first achievement.
You back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now.
I just got the achievement for you can't jump. Anyway, now let's go. Wait, can I climb out the window? No, I'll come back to that ending. I'm interested to see how many of the secrets.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going through the door on the right. Actually, no, I'll go through the door on the left. I'll get the normal ending. But remember, door on the right is where we're incorrect lighting, I think.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Glass table. That's a
Stanley decided to
bad
go
thing in
to
itself.
his boss's office.
What's that say?
Might find an answer there.
Plus 2, 4, 4. Is that? Oh, is that some kind of secret code? Oh, I want to read that. How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. That was in the original.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet. There was nothing there, so he turned around and got back on track.
I wonder if the broom closet ending's an ending. Up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked.
As I say, I'll go for the normal ending, but I will every possible. I wonder if this will open. I hear it's quite rare for it to open. Maybe it's not anymore, but it used to be apparently. A magazine called Extreme Bathrooms. I want to read that magazine. I'm a ghost. Oh wait, no, there's just no mirror there. Also, isn't it vampires? I can't see the reflection. Oh no, it's rare for this door to open. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. You just have to step in there and step back out.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover.
This is just the manager's office. This isn't even like CEO.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply
I can hear you. Blast doors. Oh, it's dark in here. It never used to be this dark.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I never liked this lift because it's like, oh, what if there's something hiding in the dark? Again, it never used to be this dark, but it's like, what if there's something hiding in the dark? When we get to the bottom and we're in this dark hallway that we have to walk through, it's like, oh, what if something's there? There's nothing there. But then again, I knew that at the time. I just thought it was funny that it was like, oh, there could be something peculiar. Oh, I want to go to there. Oh. I want to go to there. Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered.
It never used to be. Oh. I could go back up. It never used to be that dark up there, but it used to be darker down here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind.
Wonder what happened to the museum ending. And I also wonder where the new content is.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret
Clippy's up there. Can I really not zoom?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Bump down, do 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 do. I'm tempted. Should I? I will.
Now the monitor
Fired.
Clippy
Clippy is up there, in the corner of that top left monitor there.
Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so
On the monitor that's blurred just there. That monitor. It has Clippy in the corner when it goes to the white screen.
On a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in
That's me. Yeah, Clippy's up there on the employee blank. 427. I'm that one in the middle of the screen. Up to my office. That's a picture of a face. There's probably tons of Easter eggs. I wonder if any of those have changed. Ooh, there's like a corrupted one up there. I wonder if any of those have changed. And now we wait for a little bit.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Ah yes, the escape lift. I'll call it for you now.
Boring job that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
Yeah, there we go. Ready for oh, who made that song? Kevin MacLeod. Ready for some Kevin MacLeod? Bow 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 now bow 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 bow. Woo! 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 Why is my microphone too loud? In the old game, I used to just sit in here and listen to try and read all the messages, and I would sit in there for like 5 minutes, just like, I like this song. Even in the demo, oh, even in the demo, I'd sit in the secret and just be like. I don't know why I never made a video on the original game, the 2013 one, or even the demo. I guess not the demo. The demo is kind of too short. But I never even made a video on the full thing.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
It says status offline.
Or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his power.
Do you think it's still playing down there? 5.
Stanley decided that this machine
where's the 8 button?
Never again exerted
What does that say?
power over another human life.
Dismantle
the controls once and for all.
Yeah, in a minute, hang on. No, I can't tell what that says, but maybe it says in boundary break. They've already done a boundary break video on this, and I am interested. System power. Sorry, I was being mind controlled, so when I shut the system off I died. Why do I look so pink in the recording when my light's set to green?
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
how did I get here?
Reflected on how many puzzles still
where am I?
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
They're free now.
Freed from the machine's grasp.
By pushing the off button.
Did this strange building hold?
Many.
As sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For
Not
it
true.
was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to do. Whatever life
I'm gonna make a note of all the endings I've got.
his, and that was all.
Is there still a skull over there?
Was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on, show me the skull, show me the skull. There's a skull just off the edge of the map. Just out of view.
The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Achievement unlocked, beat the game. The end is never, the end is never, the end is loading. Never. And now I'm back to the start. And I've already got a third of the endings.
But Stanley simply couldn't.
Ending 2. Just close the door.
He had to make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell
That's another
on his
ending to my list.
responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing.
I might jump out of the window.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Can I leave?
Stanley waited.
Door's locked.
Passed. Then days.
Oh!
Had years
The
gone
chair's
by,
not
he
real.
no longer had the ability to tell. But the one
It's
thing
fine,
he
I've still
knew
got
for sure
coffee.
Beyond any doubt was
I
that if
hate
he
Mondays.
waited long enough,
Garfield.
answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even.
I want my job to be people tell me what buttons to press and I press the buttons, which I mean is every IT job, but I want mine to be I get a thing on my screen that says press C now. Okay, time to get a different ending. I'm not going to do the window ending yet because it's like you have to wait 5 minutes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a moment.
Ooh. I could get the heaven ending.
How hard Stanley looked, he
Is that an ending? Is it heaven ending? Can't go back. My door's closed. There's like a... Something happens if you turn off all of these. A rating input. Input received. Nice. I'm on my way to the heaven ending. When he reached 2 doors, he took the door on his right. Yep, I know.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Oh, wasn't it?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Wow, what a room.
Truly a room worth admiring.
What a trip hazard.
Just to spend a few moments here.
Was that coffee machine there in the original?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Tempting? Not tempting enough, but tempting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Did that door? Did I hear a... No. I could get the Stanley dies
Stanley, I think
by falling.
Not on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I'm gonna go that way next.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work
Unplug the phone. Unplug the phone. Unplug the phone. Plunged into darkness.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Wait.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice.
Wait, is this the...
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, subtitle said what was possible instead of that was possible. Devs, fix it.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
No, I'm Stanley.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
If there's one person with a Stanley, it is me.
You might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
This never used to be skippable. Can I skip it?
It's the best part of... Noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I'm gonna go this way. Door's locked, never mind. I'm gonna go this way.
Now your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
I haven't done that yet.
Main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home.
Oh, the lift's going down.
Before the narrative conversation gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
The gate's too wide, it overlaps the fence. That's bad gate design, I think. How can I ruin the story even more? Not that way. This way. No. I want to see new content. Because at the moment this is just the original game, but I know there is more.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Narrative contradiction!
Just follow my lead.
I'm reading.
Fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The unplug the phone ending.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Someone had to model that. Someone had to model a deteriorating filing cabinet. Guess I have to go that way. Is this the part where I get back to where I was before? Oh, the meeting room.
It's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What
An ending.
So
hey, that's the red door.
Undone, left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager.
Go back to that. I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
We're broke Wednesday.
Shut the game down entirely. To willingly
Financial panic meeting.
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I? No, I have to.
What to do about 432? Don't tell 432 about the meeting. Wait, did he say shut the... Stanley Parable horror game. Couldn't help but notice.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me out of the pile of rubbish.
So clever.
You, who thought your game mattered. I can hear an alarm clock, and the light is coming from over here.
What did you think that would be?
Me. Yes. Me.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Me.
He
Me.
how to do what I told
Me.
you. He understands
Me.
if I say to do
Me.
something, there's a damn
Me.
reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you. You're a child.
No. Yeah, that's an astute observation.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
I already did that.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on
I think this is actually different to how this ending was in the original. Oh, my alarm clock flatlined.
That means choosing responsibly and always
Do I do it again?
First. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I'm gonna do it again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Because every player is going to do it again.
No,
it's the same.
Do that. Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always.
It's gonna keep looping until it. Oh.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead.
I just saw my audio spike.
And you'll be fine.
It's gonna keep looping until I do what it wants me to.
Came to a set of 2 open doors.
He entered the door on his left. Sorry, left. Because it's just going to keep looping until I go to the left, so. Blah blah blah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That wasn't barred before. This is different. Oh. That's locked. Ooh.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he had the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's
Hello.
last week.
What is it, like Walrus? Sorry, Night Shark 115.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Please open the door. Let me in! It's funny because the character doesn't speak. Why is this like the demo?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Hello? It's gonna restart.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his
left. Look at that low poly model. Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
This game has its slow paced moments.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
Oh, they updated the title card.
Can you hear me? Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Next ending. I'm just gonna keep playing until I get bored.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Which ending should we do now?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Well, I was gonna do some of the older endings, but new content. It's like a little ride. Let's go left. Oh, okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences.
Use these stock images as you will. Please just give me credit if you use them in your projects, but I give you full permission.
See what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable.
Or email me for me to do more.
Oh, well, this sounds
Without the
delightful.
chroma key done,
I'm
you can
very
do it.
excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Feel free. I will provide
So far it's an error.
pictures of me
Nothing special yet,
for free.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a
With credit.
mesmerizing adventure.
Down we go.
Is it broken? What's going on here?
Down. Is it gonna drop? Is it about to drop?
Somewhere or,
oh,
here we go.
Oh, here we go.
All right, finally.
Oh, we're going up.
At long last, it's on to the new
Wait,
content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh, this is towards the boss's office, or past it even, the manager's office.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Oh, technically, until we go through the new content door, it's still just Stanley Parable, and this is the Ultra Deluxe bit. The jump circle.
Alright, let's see if the jump circle.
I can jump! Also, why is the sign plugged into a table? Right. Jumps rating 0. I win. I think. Apparently I win. Let's go this way.
Is
that it? No.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Another lift ride. This reminds me of somewhere I once went in America, actually. Except for it was more like this, because there were about 30 people in a lift this size. Maybe less than 30, but like more than 10, probably.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
yeah, let's do that.
30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
It's the jumping circle again.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
That's not ominous at all. What does that say? Thank you for playing. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Ah. You're welcome.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Where's the A button?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
that's a dig at every recent video game
that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance?
It's true.
Signed off on this?
There is one. You can't see it, but it's just.
And I'm offended.
I can see it.
I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Hang on, there's an achievement for doing...
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Unless I have to do every possible combination.
No gimmicks. Just you and me
I need to get the achievement.
having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I say let's leave! Oh, I was expecting to go back onto the bridge and it was going to fall and there was going to be new content. Where am I? Ah, I'm back where I was. The Stanley Parable backrooms.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. Can't argue with follow me into a vent. Also, his use of come over here implies that he's a physical entity. Ah! And he fell and he died. Oh, he lived. I lived. He is me.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Oh, coffee machine. Copy, not coffee. Okay, I've seen that in the thumbnail of a YouTube video.
The memory zone. It's where
I've been avoiding YouTube videos. I've been avoiding spoilers.
The peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
so I've been avoiding all spoilers possible. So I've only seen. I know there's a bucket.
Doesn't the memory zone
Don't know what
remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
But yeah, I know there's a bucket, but I don't know anything about the bucket, but I've heard that it's important or something. There is Mozilla Firefox start page, the Stanley Parable. Download the free demo. I did. Not when it first came out, no. There's the first $1, I assume. I should put the first £1. The Stanley Parable demonstration. I've played that. It has this game, this section with the unachievable achievement. I've never got either of those two achievements. That one, actually. This don't play for 5 years. They've got a new version in this game. Don't play for 10 years. And to be fair, I haven't played the original Stanley Parable in a few months, so I'm on track. New video game releasing today. Stanley Parable. I'm not sure all of those are real. Oh, it's a nice bench. Oh.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable
Oh, this is like water. I thought it was just a damp floor, but no, that is actually like ankle-high water.
It was all of them, and now...
Yes, Skyrim and Persona 3, the only two games.
At all. It isn't
Look,
even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Like a screenplay or something. By the narrator, 20...
With an hour of new elevator content.
2013, it's not a screenplay, it's just the script for the game. By the narrator. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. The original remake. I feel like those doors are gonna close. I wanna go to the maintenance. No, I'll go this way. But those doors better not close. What's behind that door?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a rich and stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
I wasn't gonna zoom in on the person, I was just looking at the phone.
The game was perfect.
Yeah,
it didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Yes, it did! You could beat it in 3 minutes. There was even an achievement for it.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yep. I can go back to the maintenance door.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
I'm supposed to go this way.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
The very online video game distributor that I bought this game from.
Collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah. Ow.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
I think that guy might have been joking. I remember there were a few joke reviews that were bad.
But the game is already such a
bad reviews that were jokes.
web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh dear, it's starting to rain. That's a good review. That's a bad review.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
I don't even know the meaning of the word.
Preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest,
What does it mean?
Sort of the game's dialogue as being rather
I can't think
terse
off the top of
to
my head
begin
what it
with.
means.
You can't know how much fluff I cut from
Define
the
it
game
on
to
screen
get
now,
feel as
thank you.
light an area
That's
as
all the time you
well,
get.
I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No.
Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remember. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations.
That is actually true.
I wish there was a skip button.
That one's fair.
A skip button? Well,
Oh, it's sinking.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
It's been like 10 minutes.
The power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming
now been like an
longer and
hour.
longer. That last one was...
Where's the door?
I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press
Okay, then don't ramble
I
again.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
That's what I was wondering.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have
He's
gotten...
gonna keep talking about the door.
Stanley! Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from...
I'm gonna have to keep skipping to the end. I'm gonna call this the skip.
You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley,
how long does it
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
I don't want to press it again.
A single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's...
No, I do.
Oh, hello.
How many years has it been?
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place
It's been
not
years.
for one entire year? Let me
Clearly.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment.
You need to change the batteries in your clock, mate. And also water your... well...
all of them. Collapse.
Narrator? Narrator? How many years has it been? Maybe I can skip back to the start. Like, through this, like... The fire alarm's going off. Pretty sure the sprinkler isn't meant to beep. The clock fell off the wall.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertainer.
Okay, well, you had your chance. Well, let's keep going.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Get me out of this timeline. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Oh, I see what it means now. The end is never, because I'm going to keep skipping forward until... Does anyone else hear water? Is this next one going to be underwater? Well, it's safe to say I was not expecting that. The plant! Oh, it's fine. It was dead anyway, but now it's just crushed by rubble. Ah! Ah! It looks like the start of that one Portal game. Portal. The closest thing to Portal 2 we're gonna get for a while. The closest thing to Portal 3 we're gonna get, possibly ever. Wait, where's the plant? Oh, well, probably... Okay. Am I in some dystopian future? Something's breathing in and sort of screamy breathing away. Oh, can I skip? No, I can't skip the... I'm at a beach. I'm not, I'm in a desert. Where did all of the... Where? There's no water anymore. Something? No. It's clouds. I got a skip ending. We now have 4 endings. Now I'm gonna do the one that I said I was gonna do earlier.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Narrator.
Stanley
been like
decided to go to
30
the meeting.
million years.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I should check the awaiting input. Yeah. New content. Why tempt me like that? Fine.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I think this time we're gonna go left. I wonder what's through that door. I mean, probably nothing, but like physically. But I wonder what's through that door canonically in the game world. Like, if that door were to be able to open, where would it lead? Because it's not able to open, and so it's nothing. Oh. Did we just skip the whole ride? Well, down we go.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a lemon, and any new content
sanded. I like scraped my hand off
against the wall. This ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take
ignore the few frames where you can see my hand. There isn't one there anymore.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
So, Ultra Deluxe. This is a nice place.
Is far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new tales they will cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience.
They've even got their own vending machines.
Why there are so many
What flavours have we got?
possibilities.
Pyramid.
It could go in so many different
Sip.
directions.
I want
This is
a
what
big
fans
can
have
of
truly
sip.
been asking for.
That's what I call my waters on stream. I call them my sip bottles. I've got this one. I've got the one that you saw earlier in the episode, and another one.
Just so much
My sips
catchier than
bottles.
Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
It's
statement.
the window
right
painting
there.
app.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation.
Alright, we're going through the glass door.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley
Boom, out the
Parable
window.
2 is going to be.
There's something
But
there.
let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Two eyes, two ears, two nostrils, two arms, two
A
legs.
handful of interesting concepts that surely the game will sort of naturally
Oh.
spring up around them. It'll all work itself
thought
out.
it was
Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
The
than anything
prequel to the
scientific or
Stanley
logical,
Parable
really.
2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Yeah, both of those are true. This way to the show floor. This is a road. Valued investors. I'm not. Wow. How? That's. They invented levitation technology. Just to promote their. That's a bus. There's just a bus there. Up some steps. Reassurance bucket.
Try out some of the new features.
Is that the bucket that everyone's been talking about? The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing.
This is going to be
the game.
interesting.
Isn't that wonderful?
If it says Stanley, I'm going to be sad.
So,
No.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says Jim.
That is actually funny.
This button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim.
At the moment, it only says the name Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind.
My name
forget
is
whoever you are,
Jim.
and simply
I'm pretending to be
become a
Jim
person
so that I
named
can feel
Jim.
immersed.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love,
The Jim
and being
Parable.
heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Okay.
Do you feel it deeply? Are you Jim? Whoa, 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 hold on. I wasn't finished setting
Oh,
up
I
the
don't care.
backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
It is.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Door's locked.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up
Jim
all night
plays
for a
frisbee on the
popcorn and
weekends.
horror movie sleepover as Jim,
Ooh.
developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim,
What?
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay. It's me.
You see?
Yeah,
What a
Jim, I
thrill,
guess.
What a rush. That was
It's
you.
my character.
button
The
described
character I'm
you.
pretending to
Do
be.
it again. Do it again.
I'm pretending to be Jim, who is pretending to be Stanley. No, I'm pretending to be Stanley, who is pretending to be Jim.
It hits even harder the second
Someone is
time.
pretending
If
to be
this were the
Stanley, and
only
someone's
feature
pretending
in
to
the
be
Stanley
Jim, and I'm
Parable
pretending
2,
to be
it would
someone.
still be worth the money. Let's
No,
take
it
a break
wouldn't.
from the Jim button. I'm too
Please.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
carpet doesn't even line up with the tiles. I mean, I think it did over there. Yeah, it does over there, but it doesn't over there. Just make it line up with the tile.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
True. You heard Jim in the game. The button that says Jim! They changed it! You heard Jim in the game. The reassurance bucket? That one looks important. Hang on. I'm just taking a screenshot of that sign that says please no screenshots and I'm putting it in my Discord server. Office decorations. Infinite hole. Let's go to see the reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Where's the
that
bucket?
It engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem of the game. It's the Stanley Parable reassurance bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel
Well, let me hold the bucket then.
normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle
I've got a
embrace of
crosshair, so I
jarring
must be able to grab it.
cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more
Did it turn
convenient
while I was looking
solution
away?
for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it?
No.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thank you, I
that
think.
just holding it
There's a
has
door
made you
here.
the slightest bit more
It's
attractive
like a
as
secret,
person.
and it probably means nothing.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All
Yeah.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm not giving back the bucket. Is it just gonna say like
Does
the
anyone give out
nothing?
awards for most enjoyable bucket in a
Yeah.
video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
There's still a button that says Jim.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a
Get
bit
well
of
someday, happy
decoration.
birthday. Get well someday, or happy
Decided on
12th birthday,
Get well
stepniece.
someday and happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
I think I'll get well someday one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion,
You
it makes
disagree.
you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, stepniece, it is.
Great. Great. Would it have been the other one if I had selected that one? Or would it just always be happy 12th birthday, stepniece? Also, why not Stanley Parable? Oh, the banners all have the balloons now.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Okay, how did I get up here? Where am I? The jump circle. Do you think
You know what?
if I hadn't done it
Let's
earlier,
bring the
that
jump
would have
circle
said 0?
back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the
Yeah,
jump
it would have
circle?
done.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. Yeah, that's fair. Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Who's that fellow, though? Collectibles. He's gonna spend half his time facing backwards because of how slow he spins. Settings, world champion. Why am I so fast up the stairs? I bet I have to get through that door. I have to do the achievement, don't I? Free achievement, an infinite hole, and then I'll head to the Stanley Parable 2 and just go home and show you. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Get the achievement.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Can I have it?
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Are they actually going to make a Stanley Parable 2? Because I would be fine with that. I'll play it.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles, Infinite Hole, I think. Oh, there's a map. Expo Hall 2. Jump Circle, this map. Free achievement, the button that says Gym. Z, merch. I haven't been to merch. Setting Goal Champion would let me in. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket, Office Decorations, Epilogue. Collectibles, Infinite Hole. I haven't been to merch, and I haven't. Oh no, the merch is just a merch stand. No, it's just that. The only place I haven't been is collectibles, and then the Infinite Hole, which I am tempted to jump down. Collectibles, you can find them. You can find. Oh, can you find them? Is that a neutron star?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
There's not actually 6, is there? Oh. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
It's the Infinite Hole, which I feel like there's probably going to be an ending for jumping down it, and also an ending for going out of the exit hole. Yeah. Yeah. Infinite hole chart. Hole, more hole. Infinity. Science.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Don't say throw the bucket down the hole.
A hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
As long as the door doesn't close, we're okay. Should I jump? Whee! They could have.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Is that a descending shepherd tone?
Concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I think that's a descending shepherd tone.
But I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Oh, I tripped. I tripped.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole.
I tripped!
It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you, I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're
I
the
just climb back
problem.
out. I just wanna...
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
can we make the floor like...
go ahead and press
go
the
back up?
button
Oh,
to walk
like
up
a
to the
lift.
top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Are you ready? I thought that was gonna be an ending. Why is it? Do you think the free achievement button works yet? Narrator? Ooh, carpet.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I've
Ready
seen
to move
everything
on now?
except from the settings for champion door, which I imagine you get for getting the achievement for changing all of the sliders to all of their possible values. If I have to guess. Please no screenshots. No one's responded to my Discord message.
So Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
Excuse
Yes, I
me,
know it's
sorry.
not exactly
Yeah, the
clear
bucket's
yet
full of
how
popcorn.
exactly these features will come together as one
Wait, this isn't the exit.
video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay,
I'll
just bring
arrange
up
these new features together.
Oh, you
and
can.
we'll
Oh,
see
no,
whether
mind.
or not it coheres into a meaningful
I thought you could see
gameplay
like a
experience.
line on the hole, but no, that's just the edge of my webcam, isn't it?
Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential.
I'm adding
here,
that to the
right?
ending
It's
of the
sort
Stanley
of-
Parable.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I want to flip the lever.
Let me do a different arrangement.
Oh.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good.
There was the gym button, there was the bucket, there was the hole. It's everything you need. That's worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
The jump circle
This
is
isn't
the
a
infinite
coherent
hole.
video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But
All
it would
the
need a
normals have
really,
been flipped
really
forward, no.
tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect.
It's the Stanley Parable
Go
Ultra
ahead.
Deluxe, isn't it?
Take a look.
It's just gonna be back to the... Where are we going? As much as I'd love to sit and watch that, I want to get another, at least, maybe one more ending.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building
The
where he was
balloons!
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat...
Hey, now we have balloons, which means
All of
we're
his
technically playing the
co-workers
same
were
game.
gone. What could it
Oh,
mean?
I should have checked his
Stanley
monitor
decided
for
to go to the meeting room.
awaiting
Perhaps
input.
he had simply missed a memo.
the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes, I did. Don't know why that's there. Door's locked. There's a balloon in a chair. Oh, there's no new content.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I can blame the bucket now.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yeah, okay.
And so the two of them
I'll get the
detoured through the
insanity
maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
I can't go
opposite
insane
door.
if I've got the bucket. Or maybe I'm digging too deep into it.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Hey.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this
Oh, it's happening
bucket
to teleport
you're
me.
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because
And
that's
this.
what fans want from a sequel. They want
And the
more of
mannequin.
their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes,
Eh.
I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who
Bring the
knows
tune in.
where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Yay!
Now this is what the
Aw.
Stanley Parable is all about.
I'm not
Don't you
gonna move
remember
until the
all those
music's
great
back.
jokes from the original dialogue? Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh, you're gonna tell me I have to throw away the bucket. Into the bottomless pit.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of
I'm
the bucket.
here.
That's why I'm very proud
This is
to
the place in the
introduce a
demo.
brand new character. This
Is that bucket to
is
destroy?
the Bucket Destroyer.
No!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original
rich
game,
lore.
but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality
It's
that
not
to
a
me it
character,
already
it's a
feels as though
machine.
it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Not really, but I'll throw the
Can you
bucket in
guess
because
what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No,
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I do.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I'm trying to put it in and it's like pulling back. Get in the machine.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular
It's not
personality.
alive. You can't tell me it's
Sure, I can
alive.
hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
The fact that you have to
Okay,
shout.
the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We
I'm
can't
trying.
get to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it to the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Is that the bucket destroyer?
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
That is 5 endings. That could be a good place to end the video. Or we could go for a 6th.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
We'll go for the one that I said I was going to do.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Way back at the start.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was
Remember
not
earlier
the
when I said I would do it?
meeting room,
I'm gonna
and
do
Stanley knew it
that ending
perfectly
now.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There's balloons stuck in the rafters.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Collectible.
I realize that investing your trust in
And a
someone else
door.
is difficult, but the
Or a
fact
vent,
is
even.
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked. You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and
Where's the
every
skip
moment
button?
you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
So we still did he have to go through the blue one?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Blue one.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Blue door.
Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map. Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
It's been
Broken
9
rooms,
years.
Exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable
You can see the back
desires of
wall
yours.
on the video.
What
You can
would
see
have
the back
made this
corners.
game better? What did you want to see?
I cannot.
Vehicles? Skill trees?
It's like black
Work
for
with
me.
me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
You
Tell
can
you
actually
what,
see a back wall.
Take a stab in the dark at a new
Why
design.
can
and
you see
can give
it
me some
brighter than me?
feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Yes, let's take a look. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, what? 12 seconds, 23 seconds. Seven hours, 37 minutes and 6 seconds. You are lost. The awards one was dropping.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
It was
Again,
fake.
honest answers, please.
It was fake.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
No,
playtesting.
not this game.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, I thought it was good.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
If I can't
You
see it,
click
then it
the
doesn't.
button to move
Oh
him
no, my
back to
webcam's
the
looking
right.
towards it.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. Oh, I'm completely out of ideas. I can't
can
think
see
of
through
a
the
single
picture.
thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
I didn't realise this was my, what?
Yes,
I didn't realise that was this
this
ending.
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft. Do they needed the right to get Minecraft and Portal
Aha,
2
fascinating. What do you think this game is about,
and
Stanley?
Firewatch?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
In the original, this game
But it
wasn't
seems
a...
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Casual clipping section. That was a Minecraft door sound effect. There's a generator down there.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Can't be what?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No, we are in the
Okay,
woods.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
I could have left the
Preferably
woods, but you
walls.
put a wall in the
Something
way.
with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Portal.
Oh,
Those are some
yeah,
thick
I
walls as
think
well.
This
And the
will be
textures a bit off.
just the thing.
There could have been a collectible there, but they didn't do that. You know I'm supposed to be in a
See,
car
this
in
is
this
exactly
game,
what
I
had
think.
in mind.
Yeah, this
Just
is Rocket
a nice
League.
big box for you
Yeah,
to
she
run
says-
around in.
yeah, she is.
There isn't any
Can I be
possibility
in a
that you could get lost here.
No, but I
Now
could get hit by a
this
car.
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally
Is that really what the
impressed.
grass looks like in Rocket League?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
Is that a
There are lots
hole?
of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, I'm fast now. I'm gaining some speed.
Are you
Whee!
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
I am
Is it
starting to have
better
fun
than
now.
my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Oh, that's
Stanley,
a
I have a
deep.
story.
No!
What are you doing?
That was an accident as well. Ah!
Stanley, Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Hello. Ah! I fell into a pit because I couldn't see. Where am I now? Looks like a hotel. Kind of reminds me of that one level in Superliminal. Two doors. This is the Stanley Parable. But like the original mod for it, whatever game it was a mod in. What game was it a mod in? Oh, no. The Stanley Parable used to be a mod for some game, I forget what game.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in...
I wish that I didn't fall in the Rocket League one. That was fun. I had like
and if he's learned
infinite
the heavy
speed.
cost that comes with it, he'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him.
But I think it would just keep going until I fell.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh yes, yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching the video. And thank you for coming to my second channel. Make sure to check out my first channel and the rest of the videos on this channel. Don't worry about the third channel for now, but there will be something coming on it soon. You won't be able to find it if you search for it until that comes out though, so. See you in another video then, where I'll be getting more endings. Bye. Oh wait, I clicked this button, not that button.